E cheguemos. Tá longe assim? Uma tá pra cá. A falha com Logum, né? Tô com dinheiro, tô. Vou viajar pra lá. Ó, aqui tá cheio de missão. Dá uma olhada nessas missãozinhas depois. É você aqui?
Have you come from Balfoyan? What news do you have?
Nós repelimos o ataque da coesão lá. Os disparos de sinal funcionaram?
Yes, soldier. Thank you. We're giving the Covenant a good fight. Without your warning, Davin's watch would be in their hands. Feels good to save a city, doesn't it?
Fechou, valeu.
The Covenant is attacking Davin's watch. The Devils bombarded the northern district. Now they're ashore preparing to attack. I need every able hand in the battle to come.
Eu estarei ao seu lado.
And you'll stand where you're needed. Right now, Grandmaster Tunvol Indurol's at a manor in the north of the city. He's got a smart plan, but he needs... Follow me or meet me there. Your choice.
Vou te acompanhar, estou pronto aí quando você estiver. Que você... eu tenho algumas coisas pra fazer, eu vou te encontrar lá.
Find a manor along the north city wall. I'll be there with Tunvol.
Ok, adeus. Vamos agora atrás desse refúgio, né? Pera aí, eu peguei mais level aqui, né? Habilidades. O que libera? Qual que é a ult aqui? Opa. Solta. Eu tenho que pôr um ponto de habilidade aqui. Dragon Leap. Pulso 125 Ultimate. Que eu tô causando quanto? Pouco de dano, ó. 161 de dano de chamas a cada 1 segundo por 16 segundos aos inimigos aplicando... Opa, não, mas é interessante, né? Mas esse aqui, ó... E esse aqui faz o quê? Tem muita coisa aqui. Precisa tocar de capacete, né? Olha o tanto de missão aqui, velho. Porra. Muita missãozinha. Vou fazer aqui, hein? Bastante.
Hold, adventurer! You're the one I seek.
What to give?
The river flows so slowly. A living soul. It has been so long. To walk the river again, it is so strange.
E por que você estaria tão triste?
I and the other Saxleel have not returned willingly. We Argonians were slaves to the Chimer in our time, as I sense they can be today. Even in death, we serve our cruel masters, slaves to their will.
E existe alguma coisa que eu posso fazer para te ajudar?
The Chimer would not willingly release us to Aetherius. To set their souls free on the river, you will have to destroy the Keepers. If you would do this, you will find me on the road away from here. I sense something I must see for myself.
Deixa comigo, vou te libertar. Tchau, escravo. Cadê outro? Tá, cadê o outro? Achei. Armas de fusão pode evoluir. Entendi. Achei. Valeu. 56 de experiência. Aí que tá bom poupar. Olha com quem? Cara, aqui é bom pra farmar, hein? Aqui tá bom pra farmar. Olha lá. Tô pegando 56 de experiência. Ali, ela ali.
The smell of brimstone is strong in my nostrils. Even as a spirit, this place smells of ash and death. Have you done as I asked? You are very kind. Strangely kind for a place like the Ashlands. I stand here, tasting the air. And do you know what I've learned?
O que você aprendeu, minha filha?
The Saxhleel you saved, the Argonians, they are not the only ones in danger. This pact forged in the wake of war is fragile, so fragile. Remember the history of violence against my people.
Obrigado pelo aviso.
Treat them well as you walk the river's edge. My brethren are safe, and the Ashlands bubble with hope. I pass now down the river to swim in the currents of Aetherius. Go well.
Boa. Aqui, como é que tá meu inventário? Estandarte, Cavaleiros Dracônicos, subiu para nível 11. Refúgio eu achei. Completando, fale com o profeta. Ah, aqui eu vou achar o profeta. Cadê tu, profeta? Ah, então aqui é sua humilde residência. Vou roubar, hein?
Welcome to the Harborage Vestige. this is as comfortable a home as an old dried-up husk like myself could hope for.
Tá, e como é que você encontrou esse
Despite my
lugar?
blindness, nay, because of it, my other senses seem to have heightened. This place had the right smell about it.
Tá, e quando você apareceu para mim pela primeira vez, você falou do meu destino.
Indeed, but let us not get ahead of ourselves. Without an understanding of where we are bound, every road will get us nowhere. Before we truly understand our destination, we must speak of the past. Of a sort. I invite you to enter my mind and walk with me through visions of the past, that you might understand the events that brought us to this time, this moment.
Beleza.
Enter my mind, Vestige, and walk with me through the shadows of past events.
Tá, como é que vai? Opa, lá vamos nós. Completar, esperei pelo profeta.
Follow me, Vestige, and
Tá
learn of the
invisível?
events that precipitated our current crisis. My part in the story began when
Tá,
I
o que ele
awoke
tá
on
falando eu não vou
the streets of the
entender, né?
Abbey
Mas
among priests.
tá legal.
No memory of my prior life. The moth priests took pity upon me and brought me into their fold. I was weak and near death. It was there I first set eyes upon the Elder Scrolls and devoted my life to their study. The scrolls allowed me to glimpse the very fabric of reality, but each profound insight dimmed my vision and eventually left me permanently blinded to the light of the world.
O que vai acontecer aqui? Fale com o profeta.
The prophecies of the Elder Scrolls are a fluid, living thing. They are not fixed. At many points throughout history, the actions of heroic mortals have rewritten them. I only know that you are important, Vestige. The scrolls reveal to me that your destiny is intertwined with that of the Five Companions.
Tá, quem são os 5
The Five
companheiros?
Companions were a band of adventurers who sought out an ancient artifact called the Amulet of Kings.
Dragon Ball.
They hoped to use this artifact to persuade Akatosh, the dragon god, to accept their leader as one of the Dragonborn.
O que é
The
Dragon Ball?
Dragonborn are mortals destined for greatness, with the blood of the dragons in their veins. It is said that only a true Dragonborn can ignite the eternal dragon fires in the Imperial City. Baron Aquilarius, the son of a Colobian duke, who led a rebellion against the Emperor Leovic and took the crown himself. Alas, Baron was not truly a Dragonborn, as those who sit upon the ruby throne must be, in accordance with tradition.
Continue.
You have already heard enough babbling from this old blind fool. It is time you met the Five Companions yourself and witnessed their fate.
Adeus. Tá, aprenda sobre os 5 companheiros. Tá, o que eu tenho que fazer aqui?
The first companion, Lyris Titanborn, daughter of giants, was the mightiest warrior in the
Eu tô
service.
entendendo nada que você tá falando, meu velho.
Next, Abnathan, a powerful sorcerer and Grand Chancellor to the Imperial Elder
Tem que
Council.
conversar com eles?
The Red Guard Swordmaster, Sai Sahan, leader.
É, tá
of
falando
the
dos caras aí,
Imperial
né?
Dragon Guard.
Entendi.
The Imperial Emperor, Baron Aquilarius, who attempted to light the dragon fires and failed. And finally, Mannimarco, the traitor, the king of worms, a powerful necromancer, and your executioner. These were the 5 companions who set out from the Imperial City on an epic quest to recover the lost amulet of kings.
Certo, como o amuleto dos reis poderia tornar Varian dos Dragonborn?
Mannimarco convinced Varen that the amulet could be used to perform a ritual that would rekindle the dragon fires. He claimed this would please Akatosh and entice him to adopt Varen as one of the Dragonborn. By tradition, only the Dragonborn can lay claim to the Ruby Throne and rule as the one true Emperor by divine right. Varen conquered Cyrodiil and took the throne, but unless he became Dragonborn, he feared he'd always be thought of as a pretender.
Fala, Leandro! Como é que você tá, meu cara? Tudo bem com você? Tá, conte-me sobre os outros companheiros.
Each of the 5 companions were chosen for their skill and courage, and each was given a special role to perform in the party. Who would you like to know more?
Fala sobre a Lyris Titanborn.
You've already met Lyris.
Tô bem também, cara. Você sumiu, ué. Quase não tá aparecendo nas minhas lives. O que aconteceu, Leandro?
That her family lineage contains the blood of giants. Varen chose her for her strength and her loyalty to be his personal bodyguard.
Ai, cara, conte-me o que aconteceu.
Sai Sahan came from a long line of Red Guard swordmaster nobles. He was the leader of the Dragon Guard, the security detail of Varen and the
Ixi, o que você arrumou?
While Lyris was Varen's
Tava jogando bola.
Sai was charged with protecting the entire group.
É, eu machuquei a mão esse sábado. Foi no sábado. Não, sexta-feira passada. Eu machuquei a mão. Faz parte. Tá, Conte já contou sobre ela. Esse aqui já contou, falou dele?
One of the most influential families in Cyrodiil. Abner, their patriarch, is the leader of the
isso é o que importa. Ganhou pelo menos então? Levou a vitória?
With his counsel, Varen was able to seize the Imperial throne years before. Mannimarco, the traitor, the great enemy, the most powerful necromancer this world has ever known. His worm cult infiltrates and corrupts every corner.
Oh não, gol contra não, Leandro.
It was he who convinced Varen to perform the ritual you are about to witness. Disaster, war, and pestilence. A world brought to its knees. Now watch and see how one man's arrogance brought about the greatest threat our world has ever known.
Beleza. E agora? Testemunho 5 companheiros em ação. Vamos ver eles lutar, é? Beleza, vamos olhar.
There it is. The Dragonfire Brazier.
Mas pra brigar comigo, eu dou um coroa em cada um.
It will work, my liege. The amulet of kings will
Vou dar um coro em cada aqui.
and ensure your rightful place as emperor. You have my word.
It better work, Mannimarco, or you'll find your neck at the business end of my act.
Não, beleza, agora depois de hoje, Leandrão, a live agora é só terça-feira.
Enough, both of you.
Porque amanhã eu tenho um compromisso e eu trabalho domingo e segunda, então só terça.
Abner, begin the ritual. I have a destiny to fulfill. By the lighting of the dragon fires, I claim my rightful lineage. By the fires of creation, let me be reborn.
Vai lá, cara, melhoras aí no pé.
I proclaim myself Dragonborn.
Boa noite, Leandrão. Eita. Aquele é o necromante. É. Imaginei. Caralho, matou todo mundo. Cadê? Vou ter que lutar com ele? Manda ele vir.
Mannimarco, what have you done?
Gullible fools! The veil between oblivion and this world has been torn. My master, Moloch Bal, is free to claim Tamriel for his own.
Akatosh, forgive me! Have mercy on our souls!
Testemunha. É. O cara matou todo mundo. Cadê você, profeta?
The ritual tore the veil between Nan and oblivion, allowing Mannimarco to begin stealing the souls his master needed to power the dark anchors and initiate the plane meld.
E o que deu errado?
Akatosh gave Alessia the amulet
Valeu,
of
obrigadão,
kings
Leandro.
as a symbol of his covenant with Nan. So long as the amulet remained in the care of Alessia's heirs and the dragon fires remained lit, Tamriel would be protected from the Daedra. Mannimarco tricked Varen into breaking the covenant, and the veil between Oblivion and Nan was torn. The Elder Scrolls named this event the Soul Burst. It gave Moloch Bal the opportunity to disconnect the souls of Nan from their hosts.
O que aconteceu com os outros
Varen
companheiros?
was lost. In the chaos of the moment, Sai Sahan took the Amulet of Kings and fled. Leris was captured by Mannimarco and delivered to Cold Harbor, the realm of Moloch Bal. Tharn remains Chancellor of the Elder Council, and his daughter Clivio rules as Empress Regent. But the true power remains in the hands of Mannimarco and his worm cult. When I discovered the truth about the 5 companions, I made subtle inquiries, but apparently not subtle enough. Mannimarco got word of my interests and abducted me. He took me to Cold Harbor, where I remained a prisoner until you freed me. The truth is always a threat to evil men. Mannimarco feared I would reveal his treachery, and if knowledge of Nan's vulnerability were to become known, it could threaten his master's schemes. Moloch Bal does not favor loose ends. Walk with me.
Beleza, vamos lá. Vamos contigo.
Long ago was written, so long as the Amulet of Kings was borne by Alessia's heirs, Tamriel would be protected from the forces of Oblivion. But the Soul Burst tore the veil between worlds and gave Moloch Bal the opportunity he desired. Moloch Bal's dark anchors pierced the torn veil and seemed to draw down into the depths of Cold. These terrible agents of destruction appearing all throughout.
Isso aí, profeta. Esse aqui que se invocou, meu cara. Como é que sai daqui?
He will merge our world and his own in a terrible plane meld. Few will survive the ordeal, and those that do will be enslaved for all eternity. And so it falls to us, Vistage.
Então recebemos essa tarefa.
Moloch Bal and his dark anchors, or our world is doomed. And now history seems to have caught up with us. Shall we return to the harborage? As you say.
Não. Oh, usei consumível de novo, sem querer.
And so it begins. The remainder of the story has yet to be written. It is your story.
Minha história? Deixa comigo.
And there is so much to do. But know this. You will not walk this path alone.
Tá, e qual é o nosso próximo passo?
We must grow in strength and in numbers. You will need more than the company of an old blind man to alter the course of history. We must assemble our own group of companions. The first you have already met.
Lyris Titanborn?
Lyris sacrificed her own freedom to allow us to escape. She remains a prisoner in Cold Harbor. I must determine her precise location if we are to mount a rescue. That will take time.
Beleza, temos que resgatar ela, pô. Eu sou a favor disso.
Mannimarco's agents leave a web of lies and deceit. They pit the races of Tamriel against one another and divert their attention from the real threat. Seek out these agents wherever they can be found and expose their lies.
Eu farei o que puder.
Forgive me. Bringing you into my mind seems to have taken quite a toll on me. I must rest. I will contact you when the time is right.
E, opa, nível 11. Bom demais. A conquista desbloqueada, o refúgio de personagem. A poção restauração tripla. Restaure tanto de saúde, de mágica e de vigor imediatamente. Dá um ponto. Saúde, né? E aqui eu ganhei 2 pontos. Boa. Vamos pegar aquela... Aqui, ó. Aqui também liberou, né? O que isso aqui faz? Não. Por enquanto, não. Apesar que dá pra liberar esse aqui. Esmaga a terra abaixo de você. Isso aqui dá pra evoluir, no caso... Dá pra evoluir mais minha chama ardente? Eu vou liberar esse aqui, ó. O poder dracônico. Boa. E outra que dá pra evoluir é o quê? Chama ardente. Isso aqui, combustão, você aplica, ó. Interessante. Ah, tá. Dá pra evoluir isso aqui agora então, né? Dá pra usar. Converte habilidade de vigor, causa dano e veneno. O dano do... Você cura uma porcentagem do dano infligido. Não sei se eu vou usar cura. Vigor no caso que eles falam vigor, ele é estamina, né? Interessante, hein? Converte habilidade... Legal, pera então, que agora... Esse aqui eu não gostei muito, então vamos pôr... Cadê? Então, vamos pôr o veneninho. Isso, esse aqui dá dano, veneno adicional de 600, tá. Isso mesmo, isso mesmo. Não. Tá, e aqui, ó. Vou mudar... Isso mesmo. Isso mesmo, meu cara. Isso mesmo, e agora? Tá, deixa eu ver o que tem de missões e habilidades. O que tem mais pra aprender aqui? De 2 mãos. Evolução disponível já também, né? É o RB, né? Vamos ver para que pode evoluir. Tá, inventário. Ah, peguei um anel diferente, né? O que isso aqui faz? Aumenta a mágica máxima. O anel do profeta. Ah, tá. Aumenta a mágica máxima. Entendi. Só que eu não vou usar esse anel. Porque não é bom pra mim. Eu não sou mago, né? Consegue recuperação de mágica. Pra mim não ficaria legal. Eu peguei muita coisa aqui. Inflige. Ó, essa aqui eu tô com. É que eu tô usando, né? Ela inflige 3.351 de dano, Oblivion. Encantamento de diminuição de saúde. Interessante. Eu tô com um monte de cajada aqui também. Itens consumíveis, tá? Dá pra colocar aqui. Esse pergaminho também dá pra colocar, né? Restaure. Você ganha... Deixa aqui também. Consumível. Deixa tudo isso que dá pra consumir aqui. Tá. Eu tenho que parar alguns bandidos locais. Eu vou queimar os primeiros e resgatar os prisioneiros. Depois. Tá legal.